Happy hump day. Oh, lost my train of thought there. I can't imagine why. We're at episode 9 of Shogun today, and you don't want to miss this. Maybe this episode is great. We'll find out in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky. So, Jeremy Hambley over at the Quartering and Coffee Brand Coffee. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah? Well, you know how much I love coffee. I love coffee a lot. As well as everyone should. And, I've partnered up with Coffee Brand Coffee to try their coffee so I can tell you just how good it is and give you a little discount to go along with it. So if you're interested, all you gotta do is go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and use the code NerdyRonin, capital N-E-R-D-Y, capital R-O-N-I-N, and you're gonna get yourself a sweet discount. And you can try it along with me. I'm waiting for mine to get here so I can try it and tell you all about it. And if you want to try it with me, get yourself a smooth discount and let's try it together. Ooh, I'm excited, Squeaky. All right, let's go. Happy hump day, each and every one of you. To our new subscribers, hello. To our old subscribers, hello as well. We're glad you're all here. If you would, like and subscribe. If you haven't already, it lets us know we're doing a good job. And in the description down below are all our links, our website, our merch page, coupon codes for good things like coffee, or shall I say, great things like coffee. Oh boy. So let's get into this, shall we? But first, I know you've been wondering about Squeaky Chair. I received another postcard you'll never believe where he is right this moment, or at least when he sent this postcard. Let's look. Look at that. Here, I'll take myself out of the picture. Look, Squeaky visiting the Sphinx. Man, that looks awesome. Fantastic. Oh, but I gotta be honest, I miss him. Right? Like, I'm ready for him to come home. Who am I going to talk to? If I have a question or I want to tell a joke, if I'm not here with y'all, my producer, that's all I got. Excuse me. All right, so guess what? That's right. Guess what? Episode 9 of Shogun, the 2024 mediocrity that it is, came out, called Crimson Sky. Now, we learned in episode 8, excuse me, 7 or 8, that Crimson Sky was an attack against a bunch of people in the castle or whatever, and a plan that had been put in motion. And so they called this episode Crimson Sky, assuming, as you look at the synopsis before it comes out, that this is going to be it. This is going to be the big battle. This is what you've been waiting on for 8 episodes. Guess what? Guess. It doesn't happen in this episode either. Okay? So the Crimson Sky doesn't happen. There's no big battle. There's no big war. All right? Mariko, Blackthorn, and Yabushigi, or whatever, they go and turn themselves in basically, and now Blackthorn and Yabushigi, whatever, they're saying, hey, other people, we want to back you now. Tornaga's a lost cause. He's ready to give up. Meanwhile, Mariko has showed up for a separate reason, a different reason altogether. She is trying to get the people related to Tornaga out of the castle. So this entire episode is about showing you basically how amazing and the resolve that Mariko has. Because when she's told no, she says she's going to commit seppuku. But this is after she fights a bunch of samurai and fails miserably. The cringiest quote unquote battle. Because I've read the book, because I know the actual story. Like, here's the thing, you guys. I hate complaining about this show. Truly, I do. But it's like the writers took some bullet points from the book and they deleted everything but those couple of bullet points, and then they just made up stuff to put in between the bullet points, making it a convoluted mess that doesn't follow any sort of structure. 9 episodes in, supposedly there's some massive love story in this miniseries between Blackthorn and Mariko. In the original miniseries, it was a huge part of the story. Hello. In the book, huge part of the story. Hello. In this, Mariko treats him like garbage for 95% of the last 8 episodes. And you'd have to be some weirdo from Hollywood to call it a love story. There's no chemistry whatsoever. But suddenly, in episode 9, we're supposed to believe that they're in such love, and there's just been this build up to their love story. And so when she decides to commit seppuku, he's going to second her. He's going to slice off the head after she handles stabbing herself in the chest. Okay? And at the last minute, the quote-unquote bad guy shows up and says, all right, you guys can leave in the morning. In the morning. But I don't know why, because you're just going to have to come right back when Tornaga does. But whatever. So, Mariko and Blackthorn sleep together that night. But in the middle of the night, guess what? The bad guys have hired the ninjas. And the ninjas show up now. To be fair, this is in the book. This is in the original miniseries. Ninja assassins come in to kill Mariko. They're after Mariko. And that's what happens in this one as well. And something that took a lot of work to build up to and to show in the original and in the book takes about 30 seconds at the end of this episode. And I'm going to spoil it. It's been a couple of days. I'm going to spoil it in 3, 2, 1. Mariko dies at the end of this episode. Exploded. Like, she sacrifices herself. And that is true to the original story. But the way they did it, like just the way they led up to it and showed it here, it just like there was so much more to it in the book, and the way they did it, I'm not gonna lie, I started laughing. I was like, finally. But now that the main character's gone, since Mariko's been the main character for the whole show, what's going to happen now in the final episode? I'm going to bet there's no war. I'm going to bet there's no big battle. You guys, I was talking to Bushido Blues about this yesterday, and he said something that I completely agree with. They should have done this because it is such a huge story and there's so much to it. They should have cut it into 2 seasons and done it properly. You just can't do it in 10 episodes. The original miniseries did it in 9. They're doing it in 10. 10 hours is not enough to tell the story properly. Like I was hoping it would be. I was hoping they were going to pull it off, but when they started changing everything and they just altered the whole thing, and people they just altered so much. They did not make it less complex or confusing. They just took a bunch out and then made things up. If they would have taken the book or the original story and done it properly over a 20 episode arc, made the first season 10 episodes, the second season 10 episodes, and told the whole story, it would have been marvelous. But nope. I got to tell you, I'm over this show. Just done with it. I cannot wait to get the last episode out of the way so I can move on to things that are better and well done. I am missing Indian Cinema Buffet, you guys, where stories are told well. Oh, so there you have it. I've spoiled Shogun for you, or at least episode 9, Crimson Sky. Oh, and now I'm going to be, I'll give where credit is due. There were some nice looking scenes in this episode. Like there were some moments where they the way it was filmed, the way it was shot was quite good. But the bad outweighs the little bit of good that's in this episode. For everybody loving this show, I'm sorry. I don't see any way for them to wrap this up properly. And it's a mess. There you have it. That's it. That's our Humpday review. Shogun, episode 9, Crimson Sky. Aren't you so glad you're watching this show? All right, I gotta go. I have things to do. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where Squeaky Chair has been. That's awesome. I'm glad to see you guys. Thanks again to all of you. If you're ever feeling down, feeling blue, the numbers are at the end of this and every video that we have here. Don't suffer silently. For Mariko the microphone, Bob, Squeaky Chair, and the... Oh. Squeaky Chair at the Sphinx, y'all. And this big, fat, forgettable nerd. See you on Friday.